Alright, Monotype battle versus the fair lady. I've got ground, and she's got nothing that I like to face. I hate Dragon Dance. Anyway, look over this guy's moveset. It's Choice Banded Rhyperior, and see if he's got Stone Edge, and he does not, but I don't want to switch to anything, because I'm ground Monotype, and she's Gyarados, so DD's up as expected, and I'm just going to hit it with Crush Claw, and, you know, try to get that drop that I've been unsuccessful at getting, and I continue to be unsuccessful at getting it. At least it didn't miss this time, eh? And, you know, it would have been nice. It might have made that into a 2-hit KO. Probably really close, but might have. And, you know, just in case I live this waterfall, which this guy's not defensively invested whatsoever, so it's not going to live that waterfall. And I look, and I see Life Orb. I'm getting better at noticing Life Orb. But even though it's got even though it's +1, I put a Scarf on Gyroman just for situations like this, so he can come in and get the kill with Meteor, and then we can go from there. And Gyroman, why do you do this to me? Why? Why? So Gyroman misses Meteor, and now I'm like, well, that's great. I'm swept, because this thing now has a couple of hits left due to Life Orb, Water-type offense, and I'm a ground Monotype, so this is just great. So I go to my wild card here, Fake Man, who I brought because, you know, I knew, well, I'm going to have all these guys that are weak to water and ice. I need a dude who resists water and ice, although it doesn't help me out versus grass. And she carries Bounce, which is a sweet move on Gyara. And it misses the first time, which is pretty helpful. Almost makes up for my Draco Meteor miss. And Shadow Ball doesn't quite finish it off, although it's down. It looks like it'll only have maybe 2 bouts of Life Orb recoil that it can survive. And here I probably should have slacked off, knowing that I could just stall her out of Life Orb recoil, because that did a bunch. And she also gets the Para-Hacks off bounce, so that's more for me. But I just go ahead and kill her off with Shadow Ball, make sure it goes away, make sure nothing dumb happens. And luckily did not get Para-Hacks there. Although, I guess I could have predicted bounce, and well, no, that Matrix P Waterfall probably might have killed. I don't know. Anyway, Gyarados is gone. Pretty much, yeah, took out 2 of my guys, and severely crippled Fake Man. So, Dewgong comes in, and, what do I predict here? Signal Beam, maybe? I think that thing can learn Signal Beam. That will be super effective, so that would be a logical thing to predict. Fake Man's definitely the best thing I have to take it on with, but I want to save him for later. You know, he still has a decent chunk of hit points left, so we'll just go with that. And flings an Iron Ball, which Fling, I believe, is Dark type, even though it flings the Iron Ball, so it's not Steel type. So that would have also been super effective. And so, ouch, that hurt. Maria's throwing things at me. Please stop. So Quint got severely injured by that, but he's now going to hit back. That thing's Water Ice, so I'm going to hit it with Hammer Arm for super effective damage if she does choose to stay in. And now I know officially also that she's Water type, and she's got two of the same type, or do I know that? I might. Well, I know it now that Kingdra comes in anyway. Hits it with a Hammer Arm, does pretty acceptable damage. EQ might have been a 2-hit KO. That would have been nice. So I'm just going to go with EQ here. Gyarados is already gone, so I don't think she's going to run a Mantine. So Earthquake should be pretty safe. Sets up Rain Dance, which, hey, you actually have to use the move Rain Dance in Fortune if you're on a Rain team, you know. EQ it, see how much it does, and yep, it survives with just a bit. So many survives with just a little bit. Well, I guess that's actually more than a little bit. That's like 30, 40 hit points. That's a pretty considerable amount. But, you know, if I had done double EQ, that would have been fine. Anyway, hits me with Surf, and this is going to be darn strong, double stab boosted, but Quint is, I believe, pretty heavily invested in Special D, so he's able to live it pretty well. I don't think he has much HP investment, though. I don't think 320 is anywhere near Swampert's max. It's got, I believe it has around base 100, so it should be up closer to 400. But anyway, I'm able to take it off with Hammer Arm. I don't know why I clicked Hammer Arm. For whatever reason. Thankfully it didn't miss, and lower my speed again, which might be significant because this thing comes in, which is really slow, but it has base, I believe, base 105 in both offenses, so I'm expecting, you know, Energy Ball or something maybe, but Surf is definitely just going to suffice while Rain's up. No need to get too type Trumpy, especially when she probably sees by now that I'm ground Monotype, so Surf is going to wreck anything I have. And I notice LO again. I guess that, well, that was a little bit easier to notice since it's got damage on it and I have not hit it yet. So here's where I make a mess up here. I make a mess. Here, I go to Ground Man first, hoping that, you know, he's got the LO and the higher attack with his Earthquake, so maybe he can kill this thing. And I have a bad feeling it's going to leave it with in the red. So Ground Man dies off another Surf, and now I've got to send in Shade Man to clean up here. Whereas if I should have sent in Shade Man first. Oh no, actually he dies from Life Orb. Maybe I spoke too soon. But regardless, if I had just let Shade Man come in here, do some damage, and then Ground Man could have came in here, finished off the Octillery, and then would have been able to face off against this thing, because this thing's weak to ground. So that's what Shade Man packs with his Stab EQ, and it's, come on, it's Stab, it's super effective. Can it please kill? Can it please kill? It's water versus ground. I feel like I'm at such a disadvantage. It doesn't kill. It leaves it with like 20 hit points for the third time this game, and Ice Beam is going to take me out. See right there? If I had had Ground Man for the for his EQ probably would have killed. So I should have switched my order of Shade Man and Ground Man. So what is it now? 3 versus 1. This is not looking all that great for me. I think I have one guy left. Yeah, I got Fake Man left, and he doesn't have a lot of life left. So I got to see if I can live for attack, which is Power Gem. If I don't, I lose. If I am able to live it, I don't know. I might have some sort of a chance. We'll just have to see, you know?